Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video. It's game related. I don't think she really cares. We're going to talk about Twitch. We're going to talk about Twitch and how things are getting worse for Twitch. The mainstream media is paying attention to their uneven handling of their terms of service. Twitch, of course, is under fire for banning some people, not banning others. Right now, there is a feeling amongst the media, amongst journalists, that some of the people at Twitch are very anti-Israeli, and that they're favoring streamers that are anti-Israel, like Hassan, while banning others, like Asmongold, who apparently is off his ban now, but he thinks he's going to get banned again. But this goes so much beyond that. This latest instance of Twitch showing favoritism, because we know in the past Twitch has shown political bias. We know in the past that Twitch has favored e-girls over VTubers. We know that if you even have a username that they don't approve of, they will ban you. They're very, very nebulous in their practices. Now, apparently, within the last month or two, they've added a feature that it'll actually show you what you did wrong to get the ban. But I still don't think it's enough to save Twitch. I think at some point Amazon is going to unload this money-losing site, and it is bleeding out money. I mean, this is from July of this year. Amazon paid $1 billion for Twitch in 2014. It's still losing money. Amazon also paid a lot of money, or Bezos paid a lot of money for the Washington Post. And he's like, yeah, we're going to have to rein things in. We're going to have to curb the political hot takes. I don't care. I'm going to have to sit on this thing a little bit more. A lot of issues came up when he was refusing to take a side in the election. He wasn't going to let the Washington Post endorse a candidate. Of course, in this case, it's Harris. Of course, it's Harris. Right? It's the Washington Post. They're going to endorse Harris. But he also made some other comments that, like, hey, this paper's losing money and you guys are just kind of phoning it in, and I'm going to have to watch it a little bit closer. I think he's going to turn an eye on Twitch. I don't think he was really paying that much attention. They were laying people off. They've been laying people off for the last couple of years now. But I think he's going to turn his eye to Twitch, the eye of Sauron, and he's going to look at Twitch and be like, you guys are costing me all kinds of PR nightmares. Mostly Dan Clancy, the current CEO, and we're gonna talk about that. He's getting in trouble all over the place. Apparently, they're catching him. They're catching him like in porn as some of the people that are on Twitch, which in and of itself isn't a huge deal, right? If the guy likes porn, the guy likes porn. He's an adult, whatever, right? But it does show that there is some favoritism going on there. So anyway, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Check out Clownfish Minus. We're trying to build a life raft off of YouTube. All these platforms, they can turn on you on a dime, right? They can. I mean, that's one thing I've learned in the last 2 years especially, is you can't trust any of these platforms. And if all your money comes from Twitch and Twitch gets shut down, what do you do? What do you do? Hopefully you save some money, right? I'm looking at the lifestyles of some of these streamers. I'm like, I don't think you guys are saving any money, because that's like a $3 million house. That's like a $200,000 car. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are saving money or not. But my old man advice is you need to be doing that. But check out clownfishminus.com. We have content over there. We do not have elsewhere. You're not going to find it on YouTube for free. So let's walk it back first before we talk about Dan Clancy and this latest round of allegations against him. And it is hitting many, many media outlets. I just want to remind you that, yeah, Amazon paid a lot of money for Twitch. This was a Wall Street Journal, July of this year. Amazon paid almost $1 billion for Twitch. It's still losing money. So the live video service has slowing user growth, and workers are expecting more layoffs and changes ahead. And this was just a couple of months ago, guys. They said they paid nearly $1 billion for it because they bought it thinking that esports were going to be huge, and they weren't. They never really blew up the way that they expected and Comcast expected with G4 TV. It just never really took off, right? The way that they were hoping. A decade later, the retail giant has received little financial return from one of its bigger acquisitions, known for hours-long broadcasts of video game play. Previously known for hours-long broadcasts of video game play, Twitch remains unprofitable despite periods of explosive popularity, according to current and former employees knowledgeable about its finances. This is one of the biggest problems with Twitch is it's having an identity crisis. They don't know what it is. It's a streaming service. It's OnlyFans Lite. It's got a lot of political talking heads on it. A lot of people jump ship for Kick. A lot of people jump ship for YouTube. It doesn't know what it is, right? And apparently it's not enough to just be a video game streamer anymore on Twitch. You have to have spicy political hot takes, or you got to flash your tits or something. That's apparently what it takes, because you look at their biggest streamers and they usually fall into one of those two camps. Even if they play games, they also have political opinions. Hassan started out playing games, right? Asmongold, does he still play games, or is he just comment on videos and stuff? I think he still plays games. I don't know if he plays them on stream very often. Mostly I catch his clips on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, it's just everybody's kind of fallen into that. We're just chatting, or we're just chatting and you're seeing my nipples or something. That's basically Twitch. Documents reviewed by the Wall Street Journal show Twitch's biggest paying users are opening their wallets less, and third-party data reflect the growth in new users and engagement has slowed. Yeah, there are only so many whales out there, right? And the problem is, and this goes back to the video we did the other day, that Twitch has a hard time selling advertising. Because it's not like YouTube, it's not like Google where it's highly targeted. It's like these ad agencies have to drop a minimum of $100,000, which in the grand scheme of things for ad campaigns, not a lot of money, but it's, pretty sizable. You're not going to have mom and pops spending that kind of cash, right? But they have to drop $100,000 and it's spray and pray. Your ads are going to be on whatever content they have, and they don't know. And this is part of the reason I think YouTube sort of dampens live streams is because they don't know what content is going to be on a live stream. It's my personal opinion. I mean, you can do okay on live streams, I think, on YouTube if you set a time, but it seems to me that YouTube does not organically promote people that just randomly stream. That's just been my experience. I think they want to run it through the gauntlet, the AI gauntlet, and make sure you're not saying anything you shouldn't be saying to make sure it's brand safe. So it's not great for that. The people that are successful, like in our space, you've got like Nerdrotic and crew. Well, they do the show the same time every week, and they have for years. So people tune in, but I've noticed that even with live streams, it seems like the super chats are down. The economy's not good. And again, you can only get so much out of the whales. Eventually, people are going to run out of money or get tired of giving you money, or somebody else is going to give them something else for that money. You can't drop $50 a week on somebody for years. Just to, what I'm saying? It's after a while, it's like everybody's tightening their belt. The thing that gets me about this, though, one of the biggest problems with Twitch, just in general, my observation is that it is basically viewer supported. Right? Like they give you the hosting, they give you the platform, but it's up to you to actually build your audience, and it's up to you to make your own money with subscriptions and stuff. Because the ad revenue, as I understand it, over there is not very good. And so it's mostly subscriptions and, super chats or whatever they call them over there. I haven't used Twitch in years. I don't really give a shit, but that's where the money comes from. And YouTube actually will tell creators that they want them to do that, because again, that's less that YouTube has to do, right? They get a cut of your earnings, but you're monetizing your audience. So yeah, of course they like it when you have memberships. Of course they like it when you do like shopping links and stuff like that, because they're monetizing your audience. And any more of the heavy lifting, it's up to the creator. And I can tell you this as somebody who's been doing this for a long time. Even before we did Clownfish TV, we had other channels. We've done other things. We've had websites. Basically, the heavy lifting, you might be using their platform, but the heavy lifting is still on you. And they're more than happy to take a cut of your audience. That's what they do. Anyway, they said following 2 rounds of layoffs in the past year, Staffers are concerned that a third round could come this fall following an annual operational review. According to people familiar with the matter, Amazon chief executive Andy Jassy, who took over in 2021, has led a profitability review at the company and shown little tolerance for unprofitable businesses. So this is what I've been talking about, right? See who this guy is. Amazon's losing money on Alexa devices. Yeah. This happened with Comixology too. They bought Comixology because they wanted to lock down graphic novels and manga and all that. And they actually had Comixology originals. And then they just shut the thing down. It was profitable. It wasn't profitable enough. Disney does this too. They shut down the division that made Disney Infinity, which was a hugely popular game back in the day, but it wasn't profitable enough. And these big companies, like, they're always looking for those margins. If we spend $1 billion, are we going to make $1.1 billion, or are we going to make $3 billion? And the shareholders are going to ask us why we're not making $3 billion instead of $1.1 billion. Just because we like the service, just because we like Twitch or we like Comixology or whatever, isn't a good enough reason to keep it open. Said insiders worry Twitch is at risk of becoming what they called a zombie brand at Amazon, internal projects or acquisitions that have been sidelined because they haven't lived up to expectations. These staffers pointed to the book review app Goodreads, online task finder Mechanical Turk, I forgot about that, and discount website Woot. A spokesperson for Amazon said it has always taken a long-term view of Twitch and noted its ability to attract harder to reach audiences. The company said it remains confident in Twitch's potential. And this goes on and on and on. And talks about how Twitch has pivoted from video games into just chatting. So that gets us into the current controversies and why I think Twitch is definitely on borrowed time here. And anybody that's on Twitch, I highly recommend you start building a platform elsewhere. So Twitch CEO Dan Clancy addressing claims of antisemitism and Islamophobia amid the Hassan Abi controversy. So this led to them posting new guidelines dealing with politics, and that you have to mark political content. And for some people, they're like, yeah, that was a step in the right direction. For other people, they're like, it's not enough. Like, if you've got people on your stream calling for violence or whatever, like, I don't know exactly what Hassan has reportedly said. I don't watch him, right? His clips come up recommended every once in a while, but I don't watch him. If he said anything like super inflammatory or calling for violence or anything like that, then they absolutely positively need to shut him down. They said that people have been booted off of Twitch for less. Again, Asmongold, critical of Palestine, gets 2-week suspension. Hassan, nada. So this is a day after, this is coming from Sportskeeda, a day after a U.S. congressman sent a letter to Twitch concerning the streamer Hassan Abi for anti-Semitism. CEO Dan Clancy has addressed the claims of hateful rhetoric on the platform. He shared a press release on social media talking about anti-Semitism and Islamophobia hours after Twitch reportedly added a new content classification label. Clancy has been dealing with accusations of hating Jewish people for a couple weeks after the H3 podcast host, Ethan Klein, called him out for allegedly supporting anti-Semitic content creators like Sneako and Fresh and Fit. And again, I don't watch any of these people, but there have been, what my understanding of the situation is that the bans are very, very uneven, right? Either you can be critical of the situation in the Middle East, both sides of it, or you can't be. And so it sounds like they're trying to do this content classification thing to at least give the appearance of being more fair, right? While Twitch is primarily known as a video game streaming website, not anymore. The Just Chatting section has grown significantly in popularity with social political commentators like Hassan and Asmongold making content reacting to relevant social and cultural issues. Political discussions tend to be quite sensitive, and recently Twitch has been dealing with a controversy surrounding anti-Semitism, which stemmed from complaints from podcasters such as Ethan Klein, Destiny, and Dan Can't Stream. Dan Can't Stream? That's the guy? Okay. He accused the platform of geo-blocking Israelis from signing up and registering for accounts on October 20th. Things have only escalated since then, with politicians getting involved. This is a Democratic congressperson, that Richie Torres, sent a letter out. So it's not just this. Now people are trying to dig up dirt on Dan Clancy. Apparently, they said he was caught actively using multiple porn websites, can I say that? And even favoriting one of his employees' videos. So this is what they're saying. I cannot verify. But some people are like, yeah, is anybody shocked by this? Makes sense why they allow the P word to plague the front page despite being a 13 plus website. That they're into this sort of thing. So, like, look, I think the rabbit hole, no pun intended. I think the rabbit hole goes pretty deep. No pun intended, no dirty jokes intended. But yeah, they'll ban VTubers, but they won't ban e-girls. I don't know what Twitch is. I think Twitch is going to die. I do not see Amazon. Again, I could be completely wrong. They could do a complete 180, but like there are so many other streaming platforms out there, even X, even Twitter. You can stream now. You can't even stream to freaking Facebook. I don't know who the hell would want to do that, but you can stream to Facebook. 2014 and internet time was ages and ages ago. Might as well have been 100 years ago. I mean, things have changed so much since then. And I just don't see where Twitch is going to be relevant. I think eventually Amazon's going to look at it and be like, yeah, this shit it's not worth the aggravation, even if it's making some money. We got to contend with these headlines, and Bezos doesn't want to piss anybody off, right? So it's easier to just shut it down, write it off, or sell it off cheap, probably for a lot less than what they paid for it, and call it a day. Then you don't have all the PR headaches, right? So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later. Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt, on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.